year after year. Now, as it happens, the CRV has been refreshed for 2015, offering more MPG, fresh features, and even a new few styling tweaks. So, let's go ahead and check out this 2015 Honda CRV Touring. Now, essentially, Honda did a pretty traditional mid-cycle refresh here. Now, of course, you do have new headlight designs with LED daytime running lights, which is becoming much more common on cars nowadays. And then the taillight designs have been slightly reworked. And then the biggest part on the Honda CRV is probably the interior. The materials as well as the amount of features are definitely upgraded this time around. However, it's not like how they did with the Honda Civic in 2013, where it was an emergency refresh. This time it's just a pretty traditional mid-cycle refresh here. Now here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. Basic Honda Smart Key here, but I love the design of it. It's high quality, it's simple, and it looks pretty good too. But you do have your lock, unlock, and finally you can get a power tailgate on the CRV. And then you have your panic button too. And then push button ignition is available on the EX trims and above. Now, this exterior color we have here is a pretty interesting color. You have a Kona coffee metallic exterior color. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of it, but you do have your smart key access on the driver's door and the front passenger door as well, with a full black leather interior. The seat designs have also been reworked. Love the new seat designs, but you do have a power driver seat, power recline, and power lumbar too. Now, stepping on into the interior of this Touring CRV, as you can see, it's a pretty high quality and good looking interior design here. And you do have this new molded stitching that goes throughout the whole dashboard to give it a much high quality look inside of here. And then I'm a big fan of this wood grain trim that goes throughout the front part of the cabin here. That gives it more contrast inside of the CRV, so it gets rid of that utilitarian feel. But overall, I love the design of it. Looks much more high quality and much more advanced. Now, like I said, on EX trims and above, you do get push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button start, of course. And what you're hearing is that 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. Now, you do have a leather wrapped steering wheel. Full leather wrapped steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, you have a new CVT automatic, which is new for the 2015 model year. That gets rid of the dated 5-speed automatic. You have lower gear selection. Putting the vehicle into reverse displays your rear view camera. Now, you can change the different views of the camera. You have a wide angled view, your normal view, and then a top down view. Pretty neat. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards too. Automatic driver's side window. And let's go ahead and pop up the hood and check out the engine bay. Now, you do have heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators. Now still, this Honda's appeal lies largely in what was already there. This crossover particularly invented the genre with its high driving position and car-like dynamics, and the current model adds a particularly spacious backseat and cargo hold to the mix. The latter enhanced by a nifty spring-loaded mechanism that folds each rear seat at the pull of a lever. Low ownership costs and high resale value further bolster the CRV's resume. Now, you do have, like I said, these LED daytime running lights, and then you also do have projector beam halogen headlights, which is new for 2015, and then you have your halogen fogs as well. I love the new front end of the CRV. Has some Civic styling cues here, but it looks definitely much more premium this time around. Now under the hood you will find a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder that's carried right out of the Honda Accord. It produces 185 horses at 6,400 RPM and 181 pound-feet of torque at 3,900 RPM. And like I said, your only transmission available is a CVT automatic. Now, it is front-wheel drive, which is standard. However, all-wheel drive is available. Now, expect EPA estimates on the front-wheel drive model of a respectable 27 in the city and 34 on the highway. It's better for this year, the fuel economy numbers. And then on the all-wheel drive model, expect better fuel economy numbers of 26 in the city and 33 on the highway. Overall, it's a pretty responsive powertrain. However, a few gripes I do have with this powertrain is that there is some CVT-induced drone during hard acceleration, and essentially there's no available engine upgrade while some competitors offer available engines like the Ford Escape. Now, trims of the CRV start at the LX trim, which starts at $23,320, and then you have the EX trim, which starts at $25,420, and then you have the EXL, which is basically the EX with leather and then heated seats, which starts at $28,020. And then you have the EXL with nav, which starts at $29,520, and then the touring trim, like how we have here, starts at $31,520. Now the CRV comes pretty well equipped with standard features like Bluetooth hands-free calling and streaming audio and a rear view camera. Some noteworthy features that are added for this year is adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist, and Honda's lane watch system as well. Now essentially you have many cars in the compact crossover class. You have the Ford Escape, the Toyota RAV4, Chevrolet Equinox, and then you also have the Mazda CX-5. The Honda CRV is the best-selling vehicle in the class. Now, like I said, the taillights have also been reworked. Touring badging, rear window wiper with a rear window defroster as well. You also do have these new rear reflectors at the bottom right here. Now, like I said, EPA estimates are 26 in the city and 33 on the highway. Total vehicle price for this particular one is $33,600. Now you do have your power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, memory seat settings for 2 people, nice and padded armrest, nice and stitched, and nice and soft to the touch on the mid-door panel too. However, on the upper door panel, it is hard plastic, and you do have your chrome door handles. And let's go ahead and rev it up. Very nice. Not bad sounding at all. Now, build quality and materials have been heavily upgraded for the 2015 model year. Overall, generally speaking, the materials are much better, and this portion right here is soft to the touch. Up here, however, it is hard to the touch. There are still some hard plastics that abound in the cabin, but overall it's much better, and there are soft touch materials in the most important places. Now, build quality, it feels much more solid inside of this cabin here. The gaps in the panels, there's not as many as there were in the 2014 model year. It just feels much more solid and much more well put together this time around. Coming down here, you have your heated seats, which comes standard on the EXL trim. 12-volt power outlet, little storage cubby right there, and your cup holders. And then right here you have a nice and soft to the touch center console armrest, and it replaces the old armrest that flipped down from right here that was getting really dated. That has finally been discontinued. Kind of reminded me of a minivan when they did that. Now down there you will find 2 USB ports, an HDMI input, and a power outlet, and the center console storage is very spacious. Now happily, the controls inside of the CRV are logically laid out and easy to learn. You have dual zone automatic climate control for this touring trim, your fan speeds, your temperatures, and then your different zones right here. However, I do have one complaint, is that the shifter can get in the way sometimes when you're trying to reach the buttons. You have your recycling button right here, your wheel window defroster with your heated exterior mirrors, and your front window defroster too. But overall, the buttons are very well labeled and clear and easy to read. Coming up here, you have your auto dimming rearview mirror, sunroof with your sunroof controls, garage home link, sunglass container with a conversation mirror. Headliner is also nice and plush, doesn't feel cheap feeling at all. Now as far as the seats go in the CRV, it is also a strength for the CRV, and it is very well supportive, lots of side bolstering, and thigh support is also excellent too, much better than the Ford Escape here. Coming to the steering wheel design, I like the steering wheel design. It's simple and it's functional, it works very well, and you'll find this Honda steering wheel on many of their new cars nowadays. But you do have your steering wheel mounted audio controls over here, and then right here, this controls your little information screen right there, which I will get to in just a second. Down here, you have your Bluetooth phone controls and your voice recognition. And then right here, this controls your information center right there. And then right here, you have your adaptive cruise control and your lane keeping assist. Intermittent windshield wipers on this car too. And you will also find a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel. Nice range of adjustment there. Now coming to this main head unit here, this is what you will find in the Honda Fit and the Honda Civic. This is a little different from what you will find in the Accord as well as the Odyssey. But overall, this system works pretty well, and the responsiveness of the touchscreen is great too. Coming right here, you have your navigation system, and the nav works pretty well. You have live traffic and live weather too. Coming to your home button, that reveals your audio, your phone, your navigation, all of your basic functions. Coming to your audio, you have your different media sources including XM satellite radio, AM, FM. Your optical disc drive is located right there. And then you also do have your auxiliary jack and USB port and all of that good stuff. Coming to your menu, you can change your different source. You also do have an HDMI input, your Pandora internet radio, AHA internet radio, but of course you do have to have your smartphone connected. And then you also do have a day and night mode, and then you could change the brightness of the screen too. Pretty neat. Coming to your phone, you can pair up your phone, store all your contacts on there, and speed dial too. You can also turn off this head unit by pressing that button right there. Coming to your info, it gives your instant fuel economy, your average fuel economy, history of your trip too. And then you have your Honda Link, but of course you do have to have your smartphone connected. Coming to your different settings, you can change the camera settings such as the lane watch and then the rear view camera too. You can change the brightness of the lane watch system. Then you have your address book for your navigation. Let's go to your system settings. You can change the different display settings, the background color. I'll change the background color to violet. I like that feature. But overall, this system works pretty well. Responsiveness of the touchscreen is great. And I'm glad they didn't add a touch sensitive button for the volume control that they did in the Honda Civic. Let's go ahead and test out the voice recognition.
The voice prompt can be interrupted at any time by pressing the talk.
Phone call. but of course I have to have my phone connected. Overall, the voice recognition is pretty good too. Now, I am a huge fan of Honda's lane watch system, and finally they've added it for the 2015 model year on the CRV. But basically, you signal to the right, and then once you signal to the right, you have a little camera on the mirror right there, and then the image will display right here, and basically it acts like a blind spot camera, and that's pretty nifty in this kind of vehicle, SUV. But overall, it works pretty well. My only gripe is that they don't have a camera on this mirror, on the left side mirror. But overall, I love this system, love this feature. It's one of my favorite features in Hondas nowadays. Now, coming to your little screen right there, like I said, all of it is pretty much controlled by these set of buttons right here. And basically it's going to show you various amounts of information, like your digital clock, and then what's the date, and then what radio station you're on, then average fuel economy and your range. Just basic things, not too much. And then you could change the channel from there too. Pretty neat. Now, coming to the gauges, they're very clear and easy to read. Love these gauges here. They remind me of the Honda Accord, and I love the font. Very bold font, and I love them. And then basically right here, this is going to show you if you have any of the safety technologies on, like the adaptive cruise control and the lane keeping assist. But basically it's all controlled by these set of buttons right here. Basically it's going to give you your average fuel economy. You can view your average fuel economy from any screen in this car. And then your instant MPG. And you can go to your vehicle settings, TPMS calibration, maintenance reset, change your settings, all that good stuff. Alright. Coming right here, you also do have a little storage cubby right there, and then your power tailgate button, and your lane departure warning, and then your forward collision warning too, and your traction control off. And then you have your econ button right here. Overall, visibility out of this car is also pretty good. It's a strength of the CRV that it has over its competitors. There's lots of glass area all around. Outward visibility is also pretty decent too. The Honda's lane watch system also does help quite a lot. However, the seat pillar back there can be a little bit thick, I have to say. Now, the 2015 Honda CRV, for its driving dynamics, it features a revised suspension tuning across the line, as well as wider wheels. Honda also says that there's less noise at speed this year due to improved insulation. But I already praised last year's CRV for its relatively quiet cabin, and the improvement for 2015 is pretty subtle. In short, the CRV continues to provide a satisfying blend of respectable ride comfort and secure handling. So overall, it's a pretty nicely updated cabin here, and the tech features are also a nice welcome too. And let's go ahead and shut it down. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle, including the rear seat passenger space as well as the cargo capacity, where the CRV really shines in the class. Now, like I said, you do have a power tailgate. Now, the CRV offers a generous amount of cargo capacity for the class, one of the best in the class here. And to fold the rear seats down, you just pull this little lever, and there's a lever right here for this side too, and then it comes down in one piece. Easy as that. And then you also do have a cargo cover too. Now, build quality and materials do follow through in the rear. Still nice soft touch armrest and soft to the touch in the mid door panel. However, upper door panel is still hard to the touch. Chrome door handles back here too. Now, to put them back up, just put this up like that. Just like that. Very easy to do. Now, sitting back here, the CRV definitely has the most legroom in the class. You have your cup holders right here and a center folding armrest, and you also do have rear air vents and dual map pockets. It's very comfortable back here. The seats are also very well supportive, and thigh support is excellent for second row seats too. But overall, I do have lots of legroom back here, and it's a pretty nice experience. And if you're looking for great cargo capacity and great rear seat legroom, the CRV definitely won't disappoint in that regard. Full manual passenger seat. Quite surprised that it doesn't have a powered passenger seat. Your glove box compartment. Alrighty. So with exceptional fuel economy, abundant passenger and cargo room, nifty self-folding rear seats, user-friendly controls, and appealing tech and safety features, car reviews.